numbers are rows.
Okay.
Alphabets are columns.
Columns.
A, B, C, D are columns, and 1, 2, 3, 4 are rows. So as we know that each and every row has a unique name, and similarly each and every column has a unique name, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the smallest unit, this is the, as you can see, ये हमारा simple सा फंडा है. This is the interface. These are the menu tabs. This is known as a ribbon, this gray colored thing. Here, this is the name box and this is a formula bar. ठीक है. And इसे हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? This is a sheet. समझ में आया? ठीक है. This is a sheet where we are going to work. By default, what we have a single sheet here. If you talk about the older versions like MS Office 2007, there we have 3 sheets by default. समझ में आया? 1, 2, 3, 3 sheets by default. But here, यहाँ पे हमारे पास we just have a single sheet, and if we need more than 1 sheets, what we can do, we can click on this plus symbol. ठीक है, और हम यहाँ पे sheets निकाल सकते हैं. समझ में आया ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
मैं बार-बार भूल जाता है zoom it on करना, cursor highlight and zoom it on करना. Okay, do you know the purpose of this zoom it and this cursor highlight application?
No, sir.
Okay, this cursor highlight application, could you see this round shape here with my cursor, wherever I'm taking my cursor here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is done by cursor highlight applications. ठीक है, ये डाउनलोड करके हम लोग ट्यूटोरियल्स में यूज कर सकते हैं. द बेसिक यूज यहाँ पे देखो, सबसे अच्छा चीज है कि व्हेन आई क्लिक समवेयर इट विल रिप्रेजेंट विद अ ब्लू कलर लेफ्ट क्लिक, और जब मैं राइट क्लिक करेंगे तो इट इज यूज एज रेड कलर. तो हमें पता चल जाता है वेयर आई एम टेकिंग माय कर्सर, वेयर आई एम लेफ्ट क्लिकिंग, वेयर आई एम राइट क्लिकिंग. समझ में आया ना? ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, this zoom it application is used by most of the trainers for the training purpose. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? We do have some certain applications. Like अगर मैं shift दबा के if I dragging it, see what is happening. अगर मैं shift दबा के drag करता है ना, तो देखो क्या होता है. दिख रहा है? Go to. I can type anything. Then if I want to write anything, I can just press tab, I think, and then I will drag and then I can have a circle. So I can have this kind of applications on the current window. समझ में आया? I can zoom it and then zoom out also for the teaching purpose. So if you want this zoom it application is completely free, so you can download it. ठीक है? This is by Microsoft, so it is safe also. Clear, no?
Yes, sir.
So let's get back to the Excel again. So we can add these applications, sorry, these different sheets, as many as I can do. We can rename the sheets also, like I can do the right click here and I can write here like this is a first class, या फिर मैं group A का नाम दे देते हैं, group A boys, then group A boys, then I can have a similarly group A girls. मेरा बार बार spelling girls का drills हो जाता है. Then I can again have a group B boys, and then we have rename group B girls. ठीक है, समझ में आया? So we can rename also according to our requirement. ठीक है. Similarly, we do have one more function here, like we can color also. यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? I can give the tab color to it. यहाँ पे देखो, like मैं boys को blue color कर देते हैं wherever the boys are. So and girls को मैं orange कर देते हैं. So if I give the colors, so professionally how we use it, it is very easy to now identify the boys group, है ना? Don't you think so? Or similarly, it is now easy to identify the girls group, girls sheets, है ना? समझ में आया?
हाँ सर.
ठीक है, तो इससे क्या होता है ना, इट इज वेरी आसान हो जाता है टू फाइंड एनीथिंग इफ वी आइडेंटिफाई इट विद द कलर्स. तो ऐसे भी आप कर सकते हो. चलो, नाउ जूम इन जूम आउट के लिए यू कैन आल्सो यूज इट फॉर हियर. यहाँ पे आप देखोगे वी हैव टू हैव सम ऑप्शंस हियर, एज यू कैन सी. यहाँ पे मैं आई कैन जूम इन एंड आई कैन जूम आउट भी कर सकते हैं. आई कैन हैव अ पेज लेआउट बाय क्लिकिंग हियर. पेज लेआउट में आ जाएगा, जैसे कि यू आर वर्किंग इन अ पेज. तो प्रिंट आउट में बहुत अच्छा हेल्पफुल करेगा. दिस इज अ पेज ब्रेक वाला थिंग. दिस इज आल्सो हेल्पफुल इन प्रिंट आउट फॉर्मेट, बट मोस्टली वी विल वर्क इन दिस वर्कशीट द वेरी फर्स्ट वन. ठीक है, समझ में आया? ठीक है.
Yes,
ये
sir.
आई एम जस्ट आपको बस आज एनवायरनमेंट से I just want to make you familiar with the environment. That's what I'm doing. So the smallest unit in Excel is known as a cell. So this green box you could see, this is a cell. Okay. समझ में आया ना? This is a cell, this is a column, and this is a row. Now, here in Excel, every cell has a unique address. Okay, and it will be the combination of what? Column name and row name. समझ में आया? Like, if I'm clicking
Yes.
on this cell, so what will be the address of this particular cell?
E4, sir.
E4. Similarly, if I'm clicking on this one, the name will be G8.
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 Correct? So आप एक काम और भी कर सकते हो. Like, when you will click on this, you could see this name box here. Could you see this name box here? So wherever I'm clicking now, it will show its name here. ठीक है? तो आप यहाँ से भी identify कर सकते हो. समझ में आया? और अगर आपको किसी particular, if you want to go to a particular cell, what you can do, you can straight away write the directly. You can straight away write the name also. Like here, I just want to write A5. So I written A5, then I press enter. So it will take my cursor to the A5 cell. समझ में आया ना? This also we
Yes,
can.
sir.
In Excel, address is the most important thing that you will find everywhere. So always focus on the address. समझ में आया? Okay, now similarly, what we can also do here, like we can give name to any particular cell also. For similar, like I want to give this E5, so I want to give the name of like Soumya. So what I will do, I'll click here, I'll go to this name box and I'll write Soumya, Soumya, and then I'll just press enter. समझ में आया? ठीक है. अब फिर मैं G4 को क्या करता हूँ, like I will write name Ramya. मैं यहाँ पे Ramya, sorry यहाँ पे नहीं Ramya करेंगे. I'll click here and I'll just Ramya, type Ramya here, Ramya, and then I'll press enter. तो अब अगर मुझे I just want to go to the Soumya's field, what I will do, I'll just type here Soumya and then I'll press enter. So it will take me to Soumya. समझ में आया? Similarly, if I type here Ramya, then it will take me to Ramya. Is it okay?
Sir.
Okay. Sir, screen kani picture ledu. Can anybody translate this?
Screen unable
Screen is
to
not
available,
available.
sir.
Screen is not available for her or for everybody?
For her, sir.
For her, sir.
Okay, let me do one thing. I'll stop the screen again and then again I will share it. Now just tell. Okay? Now it is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Chalo. Now second thing is that here, जैसे हम लोग यहाँ पे we have a single address for a cell, for every cell. Voice is also not audible. Aisa?
No, sir.
Sir, we can hear.
Sir,
Audible,
it's clear for us.
Her problem.
I'm literally shouting in my house actually. You just check your earphones and all, please, Bhargavi, and okay? Just check once. Network problem, yeah, might be. Okay, now let's check here. अब यहाँ पे क्या है, like we have a name for a single cell. What we can do, we can also select a multiple cells. समझ में आ रहा है? Could you see this? हम ऐसे भी select कर सकते हैं and we can select it like this also. Okay?
Sir.
ठीक है? Now here,
Yes.
when we have a single cell, it is a cell. But when we select a multiple cell, it is known as a range. Okay? Or an
Yes, sir.
array. क्या कहेंगे इसे? Either we would say it as a range, और क्या कह सकते हैं हम इसे? Array.
Arrange.
Arrange नहीं, array. Okay? Just ARRAY, array. Okay?
Right.
So whenever you will write formulas when you will see range or array, or sometimes you will see like vectors. ठीक है, तो आप समझ जाना it is talking about a particular number of cells. Okay, ठीक है, समझ में आया?
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, now let me show you something else. Now similarly, like यहाँ पे क्या होता है, if I'm selecting a range, I can name the range also. For example, यहाँ का range का नाम क्या होगा? B2 से लेके B13 तक I have selected, right? And
Yes,
if
sir.
I want to write the name of this range, how to write it? See, how to represent it. Sorry. So I will write B2 colon B13. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it means I'm selecting from B2 to B13. Okay. Similarly, if I'm selecting here like this way from B2 to G2, so we can similarly write it like B2 colon to G2. Okay. So you can represent a particular range by writing this way. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now, like we can give a name to a cell. What we can do, we can also give a name to a range also. For example, I'm selecting this range and I'll just click here and I'll write here name, right? इसका नाम लिखिए, I write Naveen now. I write Naveen and then I'll press enter. And similarly, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this cell and then again I can write a new name like a small name, Pooja. Okay. Pooja I'll write and then I'll press enter. Now see, so if I now write what? Naveen and then press enter, so it will select that particular cell. And if I'm going to write Pooja here, then press enter करेंगे, so मेरा को ऐसा आएगा. समझ में आया ना? So I can give a name to the range also. Correct?
हाँ सर.
Okay. There are some more ways also, like आप क्या कर सकते हो, like I can select it like this way also. समझ में आया? So this is known as a table array. Okay, this is not just a table array. What is this is known as a? This is not
Table
just a
array.
table. This is known as a table. ऐसे करेंगे इसे. Table array. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
And we can also give a name to this table array. So I'll just select this one. I will write Kalpana. And then I'll press enter. Now see, if I write Naveen here, तो मेरा वो range select करेगा. If I'm going to write Kalpana, तो मेरा ये select करेगा. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, last option for selecting is we can select some random cells also, not a regular cell. We can also have some random cells. So उसको कैसे select करेंगे? So first of all, I can select here. Then I will press Control on my keyboard. Then I can select some random cells also. समझ में आया? See.
Yes, sir.
So let me give a name to this random cells also. So now this time I will give Nagaraj. Chalo. Nagaraj. Press enter. So if I type Nagaraja, if I press enter, see all the random selected cells are now selected again. Clear? No? How to name a cell?
Yes, sir.
So this is known as naming range, name range. Okay. So this is known as what? Name range. Then, chalo. Now, if it is done, now let me tell you something else. Now, the number of students present here, they know what are the names I have given to cells. Correct? Anna? But,
Mm.
but if a new person is joining now to this class, now would he or she be able to know the names? क्या उसे पता चलेगा हमने क्या क्या नाम दिए हैं?
No sir.
No.
नहीं ना? So how to find if you get a cell from your senior officers? So how to check that what are the names available there? So you do one thing, just click on this small arrow here. Could you see this small arrow? है ना? Click on the
sir.
small arrow and you will get all the names here. समझ में आया?
हाँ sir.
When
Yes,
you
sir.
click any one of this, see. So you can click from here also and you will get your selected. Okay? समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, next thing is that we have two types of selections here. Ayyo, Kalpana, Kalasthisi, why you are doing this? Chal. Now see, next selection is that we are selecting the cells in this way also. तो इसमें क्या होगा कि whatever the things we are doing to this cell, it will just affect to the selected cells only. समझ में आया? ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ इतने पे ही काम करेगा. ठीक है? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? But if I am selecting the cells from here, like यहाँ पे I am clicking on the C, and then अगर मैं कोई भी चीज apply करेगा, then it will be applied to the whole column. समझ में आया? Not just particular cells, but to the whole column. Similarly, if I click on this 2 here, now the whole row is selected, not just some particular cells. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to
Yes.
select the whole table, what you can do, you can click here and the whole table will be selected. Click on this corner, then whole table will be selected, and whatever you are going to apply, it will be applied to the whole table. Okay, so be very particular about your selections. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर
Sir.
Okay, these are the basic mistakes that we used to do while working on in Excel. Okay, now always there is a basic questions whenever you go to an interview या फिर कोई भी किसी को पता रहता है अच्छा आपको एक्सेल पता है तो वो एक बहुत ही सवाल आपसे पूछ लेते हैं. It is always been asked how many number of rows and columns are there in Excel. समझ में आया? So the answer is basically कि it is very difficult to say. Why? Because it depends on versions to versions. समझ में आया? ठीक है? Now, the older versions have different number of rows and columns, and the newer version has different number of rows and columns. So it is not fixed. So, but still, if you want to check the number of rows and columns in your version, okay, so what you can do, see, आप क्या करना? Go here, and could you see this triangle here? ठीक है?
हाँ सर
बस उस पे आप क्लिक करके don't leave it, just stay there. देखो अभी मेरा blue color का है ना icon वहाँ पे, यानी कि I am just clicking it by left click. And you could see the number of rows and columns in the where name box here. Could you see this? So we have 10,48,576 R, that means rows, and 16,384 C, that means columns. Is it clear?
हाँ सर
ठीक है, तो when I leave my cursor, see वो गायब हो जाएगा यहाँ से. But when I will click there again, ठीक है, it will again come. So if you want to see the number of rows and columns in your software, what you can do, you can click there. Okay.
ओके सर
Now, if it is done, now let us start typing something. So, अब मैं यहाँ पे कुछ टाइप करने वाला हूँ, तो always remember. So आप लिखना शुरू करो. So I am writing serial number. To move forward, what you will press? If you want to go to the next column,
Arrow mark, sir.
arrow marks. Okay.
Tab, sir.
Tab.
Enter.
Tab, enter, arrow marks. So we have 3 options here. Okay. So let us check all the options. So if my cursor is here and if I want to move forward, okay, or if I'm pressing enter, what it will do, it will just bring me to the
Next line.
नेक्स्ट डाउन
next line. Okay, so it will not take me to the next column. So enter is not feasible here. Okay. तो अब अगर हमें नीचे अगले next move में जाना है, so I'll press arrow marks to get to the next. So it is working, correct?
हाँ सर
फिर से अब अगर rather than using an arrow, if I'm pressing tab, it is also working, है ना?
हाँ सर
Now, then what is the difference between using tab and arrow? When to use tab and when to use arrow? Anybody? Any idea?
No, sir.
नो सर
Now, this is very important. So listen to this. Now see, if I'm starting writing from serial number, so मैंने 1 दिया. Now this time what I'm using arrow key. So if you want to see, so let me just on screen keyboard भी मैं on कर देता so that it is visible to you. As you could see here, so what I'm going to do is I'm pressing arrow this time. ठीक है? तो ये next में आ गया, ठीक है? So I'm writing here Gautami, Gautami, Gautami. Then what I'm pressing arrow. ठीक है? मैंने arrow press करता हूँ, and then I'll press right address like Hyderabad. Then again I'll just press arrow, and then I'll write computer. ठीक है? यहाँ तक clear है फंडा? ठीक है? अब मैं क्या कर रहा है ना? I'm pressing enter. See, अब मैं enter press कर रहा है तो क्या हो रहा है? वो कंप्यूटर के नीचे में आ गया ना, right? Now see, rather than using arrow, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use tab now. मैंने 2 लिखा, I'm going to write Manisha. I'm using tab this time, ठीक है? Tab, this one. Hyderabad. Now again tab, computer. Up if I'm going to press enter, see what will happen. What happened now? Could you see spot the differences?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर.
क्या हुआ बताओ आपसे? What happened? Tell me.
It came to serial number, sir.
It came to serial number, यानी कि the very first column, right?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो always remember, like whenever we are doing a data entry work, always use a tab. ठीक है? तो आप जब भी यहाँ पे कोई करोगे ना, सौम्या हैदराबाद करोगे, and if you press enter, it will just directly take you to the very first column so that you can start your data, enter your data again. समझ में आया?
हाँ सर.
ठीक है, लेकिन अगर आप एरो का यूज करते हो, ठीक है, it will not take you to the Hyderabad and then computer, so it will just take you to the very next क्या कह सकते हैं रो. समझ में आया ना?
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
चलो यहाँ तक क्लियर हो गया फंडा?
हाँ सर.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, as you could see, let me write my name also here. 5. So थोड़ा सा और नाम लिखता हूँ. Kala. How do you pronounce your name? Kalasti Pradeep?
Kalasti Pradeep, sir. Yes, sir. Kalasti Pradeep.
Hyderabad and then like computer. Okay. Now, as you could see, that Kalasti Pradeep's name is not क्या कह सकते हैं? It is not. नहीं अट रहा है इसके अंदर में, right?
हाँ सर.
The space is not available properly, है ना? So what we need to do now? We need to yeah, please tell me.
Keep the cursor B and C in middle and move the cursor.
Okay. So what we are going to do now, we are going to resize the column size, correct? So for resizing the column, what we will do, जिसको भी मुझे ठीक करना है ना, what I will do, I'll just put my cursor, जैसे कि मनीषा ने कहा, put my cursor between B and C, and as soon as the cursor will change, just drag it. ठीक है, जितना भी आपको चाहिए. Clear? Similarly, serial number को भी अगर आपको चाहिए तो आप कर सकते हो. Now let me write one more name. I will write my name. So this is my name. Little big. Okay. Now, okay. It is easy जब आप drag कर लेते हो when we have only 5 to 6 records. Now assume a situation when we have 1,000 records. है ना? आपने कस्तला प्रदीप के हिसाब से इसे बड़ा किया था, correct? है ना? You have resized this cell according to Kalasti Pradeep, है ना?
Yes, sir.
But now, because you can see, okay, 5 number पे on the 5th cell we have Kalasti Pradeep, आप कर सकते हो. But what about when we have thousands record? तो वहां पे तो आप सर्च नहीं कर सकते ना, which is the biggest name, फिर आप उसमें से करोगे, then you are going to resize it, right? Don't you think it will be a difficult job?
हाँ सर.
है ना? तो in that case, what you will do? You will again take your cursor to B, between B and C, and then put a double click here. ठीक है, आप क्या करोगे, डबल क्लिक करोगे. So when you will double click on that particular cell, what it will do, it will just identify the biggest name and then it will resize your cell according to it. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर.
अब यहाँ पे देखो, so we need not to worry about the सबसे बड़ा नाम कौन सा है. What we need to do is just need to double click on that particular cell. Is it clear?
हाँ सर.
Okay. Now imagine like if I'm going to do an attendance sheet here. So I'm writing like this. चलो 10 days का ही बनाते हैं. I'm just doing the 10 days thing. Now, what I need to do is I need to again मुझे इन सारे सेल्स को छोटा छोटा करना है because I just want to write P and A, है ना? मुझे सिर्फ P and A लिखना है and for that it is quite bigger. Correct?
हाँ सर.
So what I can do, I can double click on this cell, है ना? But double click करना is a tedious job. बारी 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 बारी. So what we can do, I'll just click on E here, ठीक है, and then I'll just drag my cursor to till 10. समझ में आया?
हाँ सर.
और उसके बाद what I will do, I'll just resize any one of these cells. ठीक है? So when I will resize any one of this cell, what it will do, it will just resize all the cells which are selected. समझ में आया?
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
Now, here we have a problem. Problem nahi hai. See, I told you we have two types of selections. Now, if I'm selecting here like this, और फिर अगर मैं resize कर रहे हैं ना, so it will not work. समझ में आया? Because we have just selected some particular cells. तो अगर हमें पूरा चाहिए, तो what I need to do, I just need to select it from here, top, and then we need to resize it. Is it clear?
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, अगर यहाँ पे ऐसे हो गया, then what we can next do is we can also double click on. But double click से क्या होगा? See, सारा ठीक तो हो जाएगा, but the problem will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is a little thinner than 10, है ना? But what I need to do is I need to resize equally. So I'll just put यानी किसी को एक को भी करेंगे, so वो सारा हो जाएगा. यहाँ तक clear है फंडा?
हाँ सर.
Okay, great. Now, imagine a situation. I'm not going to repeat all this bold italic and all. Let me tell you one thing. Now, imagine a situation where we are not allowed to resize the cell or resize the column. और मुझे नाम को भी ठीक से करना है. So in that case, what we need to do? Tell me. Yes. Anybody? I don't want to resize my what column, but still मुझे चाहिए मेरा नाम सारा हो जाए. तो आप क्या करोगे? Hello.
No idea.
No idea. Okay. So what, Manisha?
Sir.
बताओ. Tell me. Because you are answering, so expect. Okay, it's very good. Try. No idea? Yes, no to bol do. Fine. So in this case, what we can do, I'll just select the whole column here. Okay, if you want to apply it to the whole column. अगर आपको एक single cell पे करना है, just select a single cell. But what I want to do, I want to apply on the whole column. And then I will click on this wrap text. Could you see this wrap text here?
Yes, sir.
है ना? So when you will click on this wrap text, what it will do, it will just resize my cells. समझ में? Resize my content and फिर ये इस तरह से इसको बना देगा. Okay? Clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Now as you could see, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा I have a problem with the alignment. So what I can do, I can again select the cells and I can align here from here. We have some vertical alignments also. Like I want to put them in the middle, so I'll put this in the middle here. अब देख रहे हो, अब ठीक है हमारा? Correct? है ना? Now this way I can reach my data. Is it clear?
Mm. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now what if I do not have the option to resize the row also? As now this time the row size is increased, but I'm not also allowed to resize the row also. तो अब कैसे करोगे आप? Now how to do that? If I'm not allowed to do the wrap text also. So in this case, what we can do is we have an option of decreasing the font size. है ना? I can decrease the font size from here. है ना? हम ऐसे decrease कर सकते हैं ना?
हाँ सर
है ना? Decrease कर सकते हैं. But इसमें भी हमारे साथ वही वाला प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. And what will be the problem? The problem will be that कि if we have thousands of records, it will be very difficult to identify the biggest name. है ना? So in that case, what we will do, I'll just select the whole cell. Now I'll click on this small arrow here. ठीक है, यहाँ पे मैं क्लिक करेंगे. तो जैसे क्लिक करेंगे, this dialog box will open. And could you see this shrink to fit here?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर
ठीक है, आप shrink to fit पे क्लिक करो and then click OK. तो जैसे आप shrink to fit करके OK क्लिक करोगे ना, see what it will do. It will just identify the records. ठीक है, and then it will resize it. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
And the
Yes, sir.
advantage is like I've applied to the whole column. So if I'm again resizing this, see what will happen. देख रहे हो? Now कलस्ती प्रदीप का नाम भी छोटा हो रहा है, right? And if I'm increasing
sir.
the size, अगर मैं size को increase भी कर रहा है तो देखो automatically मेरा size भी increase हो रहा है. So I'm not worried about increasing and decreasing the font size. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
हाँ
Okay. Now, next is like what I need to do is I just want to write a heading on this cell. So I need to insert a what? Row or है ना? Row insert करना पड़ेगा ना मुझे one के ऊपर में.
हाँ
So
सर
to insert a row, see what you will do. You will just right click here on one, right click करना and then click on this insert. समझ में आया? So row will be inserted there. Now if you want to insert a column in front of this E, right click on this E and then click on insert. Is it clear?
हाँ सर
Yes, sir.
Now if you want to delete it also, what you will do, right click and then delete, right click and then delete. Okay. Now by clicking on this insert, you can just only insert a single row or a single column. But what if we want to insert 5 rows or 5 columns or 10 rows or 10 columns? So in that case, see what you will do. I want to insert 5 rows above this serial number. So I will select 5 rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. समझ में आया? And then I will just right click and then insert. तो मेरा 5 rows insert हो जाएगा. Is it clear?
हाँ सर
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If I'm selecting 10 rows, अगर मैं 10 rows का से select करेंगे, तो 10 rows will be inserted. ठीक है? Similarly with the column also. If I'm selecting 5 columns, then right click करके insert करेंगे. So I'll have 5 columns here. ठीक है? मैं किसी को भी resize कर सकते हैं. See, automatically हो जाएगा. Then right click delete करना, I can just delete it here. Is it clear?
यस सर
Now, I want to write the student data here. So what I can do is, मैं इसे select करेंगे. Select करने के बाद I will click on this merge and center. जैसे merge करेंगे, so now this cells will be merged into a single cell, and here I can write student data. I hope it is clear.
हाँ सर
ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
See, अगर मैं फाइल में जाके print पे click करता हूँ, you will see that the borders are not visible. है ना? The data is
हाँ सर
visible, but the borders are not visible. But we could see the borders here. है ना?
हाँ सर
So actually what is happening here is that these are not borders. ठीक है? These are basically the grid lines. So आप view में जाके if you remove this grid lines from here, you will see, you will get a complete blank document. समझ में है ना?
हाँ सर
ठीक है? So
Yes,
if you want
sir.
borders, so what you have to do is you just need to select your data and then remember MS Word में भी border वाला option था. So I can select the borders also. तो अब मेरा borders आ जाएगा. ठीक है. Next, what I can do, I can change the color also by putting these colors. If you're using a dark color, use a light color here. ठीक है. Similarly, आप ऐसे भी select कर सकते हो. You can use a light color thing. समझ में आया? Now,
हाँ सर.
अगर मैं फाइल में जाके प्रिंट करते हैं, now I will see the borders also and the colors also. Clear?
हाँ सर.
Okay. Now, next thing is like if I want to apply the same format to some selected cells, what I can do, I can use the format painter as we do in the MS Word. So what I will do, I'll select this one and double click on format painter, and then I can select the cells which I want to format. समझ में आया ना?
हाँ सर.
This
Yes,
also. यहाँ तक अगर फंडा क्लियर है, then I will move to the next topic. I hope इसमें कुछ भी पूछना है, you can ask. No?
No sir.